Hello, everyone. I'm Jason Sudeikis as Captain Von Trapp in the BBC live production of The Sound of Music.
And I'm Ben Vereen in the life story of Patina Miller.
And this podcast won't run a week. Your bi-weekly musical theater podcast where we talk about musicals. And full disclosure, we haven't recorded an episode since August. So,
Don't
I,
tell him that.
I was unsure how this was going to go, but I think it went very well.
The top of it?
Yeah, I was like, am I going to
Oh,
remember?
oh. I was like, how could we have fucked that up in
No,
ways that we already haven't?
it
I
was
see what
full.
you're saying.
It was fully on me. I was like, "Do I remember what I say at the top of the episodes?" Hmm. I
It's just
did.
in our bodies at this point.
It's muscle memory, babes.
It's my so many babes.
Um, yeah. And this week we're talking about Annie, everyone's favorite redheaded stepchild.
I almost said everyone's favorite little orphan Annie, but that's literally what that is.
That's literally what she is.
Yeah.
And unless you've been living under 10 rocks your entire life and you've never seen the sun,
Or in an orphanage.
or maybe in an orphanage, you know what Annie is. We all know what Annie is. Um, it's fun. It's great. So we're talking about Annie just in time for the holidays. Annie definitely feels like a holiday musical to me.
I almost fell.
Oh
Yeah,
no. Yeah, but I was saying that Annie feels like a holiday musical to me.
well, I don't know why that is. Maybe because just children and
Maybe,
alcohol.
maybe there is like the whole like Christmas thing that happens towards the end, but
Yeah, but that's towards the end.
yeah, I
I
don't
mean,
know.
I guess if Die Hard's a Christmas movie, Annie can be a Christmas movie.
Look, if Gremlins is a Christmas movie, Annie is a Christmas movie.
Listen, Gremlins is a Christmas movie.
I won't
It's
fight you on
about
it.
Christmas.
I won't fight you on
Good.
it. You're not getting an argument from me, babes.
Does Miss Hannigan, or excuse me, does Daddy Warbucks get Annie wrapped up in a box and given to him on Christmas and said, you can't make it wet? Or wait a minute.
Well, I mean, he did get a note, but that was about her hair. It was about her red curly hair.
Just warning you,
Just
this bitch is a fiery ginger.
yeah, like do not get those curls wet. They will never recover. So, we're talking about Annie, and because I have an absolute shit ton of trivia, I'm gonna dive right into it. So, Annie, music is by Charles Strauss, lyrics are by Martin Charnin, and the book is by Thomas Meehan. It is based on an American comic strip called Little Orphan Annie, but the story is original. So, Thomas Meehan, who seems to have like devoted his life to Annie, from what I can gather from reading the Annie Wikipedia page, read through all of the little comic strips, and the only characters that really stood out were Annie, Sandy, and Daddy Warbucks. So everyone else, from what I can gather, he made up for the story.
I wish there was like some giant subplot that happens that's like insane and so different from the movie and musical.
Yeah, like Annie actually fights aliens.
Yeah,
in the comic
exactly what I was
strips.
thinking. Annie's part of Heaven's Gate.
Annie, cult leader. She's the leader of Heaven's
She
Gate.
is T and Do.
Yeah.
She is C.
So, Charnin first approached Meehan about doing this in 1972. So after looking through the comic strips, he agreed, yeah, I'll do it. All three of the people who created it were from New York. And given what they saw as the downbeat mood of the then current Nixon era and the Vietnam War, Meehan set the story in New York during the similarly downbeat Great Depression.
I don't know. It seemed like a pretty upbeat time to me. They
Me-
obviously didn't have Wellbutrin back then.
Oh, obviously, those people were not medicated, and they should have been.
They should have been.
Meehan saw Annie as a 20th century female version of the titular orphan characters created by Charles Dickens, like Oliver Twist. which is very apparent. um,
Yes, this is clearly a female Oliver.
yeah. Meehan's book that he wrote for the show had to be trimmed considerably, but he later restored that material for his novelization of Annie. And the novelization, from what I can gather, really just harps a lot on how awful Miss Hannigan is to the orphans, and Annie like runs away more. She spends more time away from it.
So it sounds like Miss Hannigan's justified because Annie's a little rebel.
You know, Annie needs to fall in line.
Fall in line. Miss Hannigan is frustrated.
The world
in debt up to her ears.
Yeah, Miss Hannigan broke, drunk, horny. She needs Annie to fall in line.
Drunk, broke, horny. I'm sorry, are you describing me or are you describing the character?
Who's to say?
Who's to say?
Who's to say? The world premiere was on August 10th, 1976 at the Goodspeed Opera House. Kristen Vigard was the first actress to play Annie. She was replaced by Andrea McArdle after a week of performances for her not tough enough interpretation of the role.
Damn.
Andrea,
Kid learned quick what the industry's like.
Yeah, she found out real quick. Andrea McArdle had previously been playing the role of Pepper, which is the role I played when I did Annie as a child, so.
Okay. All right.
Maybe all the talented people land there. Who's to say?
Who's to say? The iconiques.
The
play
legends.
Pepper and then Annie.
Except for I never got to play Annie.
I know.
The original Broadway production opened at the now Neil Simon Theater on April 21st, 1977. The original Broadway production ran for nearly 6 years and won 7 Tony Awards for Best Musical, Best Book, Best Score, Best Leading Actress for Dorothy Loudon as Miss Hannigan, Best Choreography, Best Scenic Design, and Best Costume Design. So
Dorothy Loudon is super iconic in this
she's
role.
Phenomenal. She's so good.
She's really crazy good. This cast in general, the original cast is really good.
Yeah, I think that Miss Hannigan the role has had a lot of luck in having a lot of really incredible people play her.
Yeah.
Some notable Broadway replacements. Sarah Jessica Parker played Annie, Carrie Bradshaw herself, and Miss Hannigan, Betty Hutton played her.
Oh, that makes so much sense.
And June Havoc played her. And if you don't know who June Havoc is, that is Dainty June, the real life Dainty June, sister of striptease professional Gypsy Rose Lee.
OMG, that is a good piece of trivia because that feels right to me.
It does feel right. It feels absolutely
really right.
Yeah. Oh, June Havoc.
Wreaking havoc.
Always.
In June.
Wreaking havoc in June, busting out all over.
I think about that video. the woman who can't remember any of the lyrics. And the boostin' and the bustin' and the boostin' and June is bustin' all over. It's so good.
Honestly, we've all been there.
Oh, you know what I'm excited for?
What?
I just got I just in this moment got excited for Christmas so I can listen to Patti LaBelle's where my backup singers this Christmas. It's so good. It's one of the best videos of all time. Sorry, go ahead. Tangent.
No, it's good year round, so you can watch it now.
But it's extra good at Christmas.
Oh, it's like a nice little sprinkle on top of your peppermint mocha. It's delicious.
We love.
There have been a million productions of Annie professionally. I'm only gonna cover like revivals in the movies, and if you want to find out more information, look it up yourself. I'm not your mom.
You are my Miss Hannigan, apparently.
There was a 20th anniversary Broadway revival at the Al Hirschfeld Theater. This one came with some controversy. The original actress cast to play Annie was fired and replaced by a fellow orphan just 2 weeks before her Broadway debut while battling bronchitis. in Boston. They were doing a pre-Broadway tour, and she got bronchitis, and they said, "Ugh, you're out."
Oh my
But
God, you don't have an impenetrable immune system? Get out of my cast.
the public sentiment was on this original Annie's side. Her name was Joanna Picchetti. Picchetti? I don't know. They were on her side because she was the winner of a highly publicized contest to find the new Annie, sponsored by Macy's. So that already did not set this
I remember that. Oh,
up
that's
for
so
success.
shady.
Yeah. Additionally, there was even more controversy surrounding the show involving Nell Carter, who was cast as Miss Hannigan. Now, Nell Carter is a black woman. This is important. She was upset that the commercials that they were using to promote the show, excuse me, she was upset that the commercials that they were using to promote the show were featuring a different white actress as Miss Hannigan.
What?
Yeah. Producers claimed that the commercials were made during an earlier production and, quote, too expensive to reshoot. It's Annie. You've got the money.
Also, like,
Yeah.
oh my God, like, no, you reshoot that. I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care about the money. Like, what? Just scrap that whole, do a different promo. Like, scrap it, start from new, just take pictures. I don't know. Like,
no, it's not good. And obviously, Carter felt that racism played a part in that decision. And she's quoted
I
as
would
saying,
highly agree with you.
she's quoted as saying, maybe they don't want audiences to know that Nell Carter is black. In a later statement, she said that she never accused anyone of racism and that she had resigned herself to the fact that that is the way that it is. Which is really sad because I was not there. This is purely speculation, but I have a feeling that she was probably told, as a lot of actresses, especially actresses of color, were and still are told to just fall in line, get over it.
Do you want a career after this?
Exactly. But she was later replaced by another white actress named Sally Struthers. So
what year was this?
This was 1997. Yeah. So the 1997 revival didn't have great reviews. It didn't go over really well. But I watched a video of Nell Carter this morning, and she was phenomenal. She's so good. She's so funny.
Surprised me. Oh wait. My doors are really thin. And there's someone.
Good for them.
Okay.
All right.
Literally everything in this fucking apartment, which is fine.
Yeah.
But it's like in the morning, like this morning, people were like loudly stomping their feet, and I think going to the school bus. But like you hear the stairs because I'm right next to them, and it's like you could hear them clomping. I was like, walk lightly. It is like 6 a.m.
Yeah.
You jerks. You 6-year-old jerks.
Wow, are you sure you're not Miss Hannigan?
That was a very Miss Hannigan thing to say.
Yes. The most recent revival of the show was the 2012 revival, the 35th anniversary production, and it featured Lila Crawford as Annie, who you will know as Little Red Riding Hood from the Into the Woods movie, Katie Finneran as Miss Hannigan, and Anthony Warlow as Oliver Warbucks. We love Anthony Warlow, a star and icon.
Who is he?
He's like he was one of the original Jean Valjeans, wasn't he? I know him.
I'm asking you. I don't know.
But like I ask that because what I know him best for is Jekyll and Hyde. He was the Jekyll and Hyde from the like original studio cast recording with Linda Eder, which is one of my favorites. Oh, it's like 3 hours long, but it's so good.
Yes, I know exactly what you're talking about.
It's so good.
We love.
Where was I? Notable replacements include Sadie Sink as Annie. You'll know her from Stranger Things. She plays the little, what's her name, redheaded girl. I don't know.
What's her name? Redheaded girl.
With long hair. Max. She was also in the new.
What's her name? Redheaded girl.
She was also in the new Fear Street movies. She was in, I think, the second one.
I wish for the rest of her life she only plays people named Redhead Girl, and be like, listen, you play Annie, and then the rest of your life you're marked by the devil.
Yep. Tough. Get over it. You wanted a career. And then for Miss Hannigan, some notable replacements are Jane Lynch, aka Sue Sylvester from Glee.
We love.
And
you can watch her on the Tonys too.
You can.
You perform one of the Tonys for it, which is like, okay.
All right. And then Faith Prince was also a replacement for Miss Hannigan, which is delicious.
You know, I saw her as Ursula.
I don't think I did know that.
Yeah, she was my Ursula when I saw it. It was weird.
I love her.
She's not an Ursula.
No, I think people would think that she's an Ursula, but she's not.
Yeah, it was weird. I was like, this is good. It's fine. But it's strange.
Yeah. But like, people think that like she and Heidi Blickenstaff might like overlap more, but I don't think Heidi Blickenstaff is a Miss Adelaide.
No. She's more of a Sarah.
I agree. So, just goes to show, not
female.
Not all curvy white women can play the same roles. And I'm sick of people.
What a crazy thing. You mean people who are plus size or not, or a little above average aren't the same person?
I know. Whoa. I know. Someone call Telsey. I have an incredible discovery for him.
Have you heard the news?
Extra, read all about it.
Fat people can do it all.
There was a 1982 film of Annie, which is incredible. It's like worth every single minute of the 2 hours that it is. And it starred Eileen Quinn as Annie, Carol Burnett as Miss Hannigan, Albert Finney as Oliver Warbucks, Anne Reinking as Grace Farrell, Tim Curry as Rooster, and Bernadette Peters as Lily.
That duo, right? The Miss Hannigan, Bernadette, hold on. Miss Hannigan, Lily, and Rooster trio in that movie is the most iconic grouping of, I think, of anything.
Yeah, it's incredible. Like, watch their Easy Street. Phew. Watch it.
Oh my god, when they add the kazoo and like going up the stairs. I love it. It's
also,
so good.
Tim Curry is so hot in that movie. He's like
one of my favorite things from that movie though is when she's mixing the bathtub gin during little that whole part.
Yes.
And you can see above the window that Tim Curry is looking in, and he looks like Pennywise the clown. Like when he's looking in to the window. Yeah. It's insane. Just like, you'll float in there, Miss Hannigan.
We all float. Yeah, it's an incredible movie. Watch it. You don't have any reason not to.
And it's also like Bernadette Peters is such a strange casting for Lily St. Regis, but it worked so well.
Yeah.
Like, I would never have cast her, but she's perfect. Like, she's so good.
It's it's so good. It's so good. Yeah. And like there are some questionable things about it, like the Indian bodyguard that Oliver Warbucks has, who's also magic.
Just it's magic. An added plot line too, right?
It's like, an added thing. In the show. No, I think it's from the original comic strip, which is a little like, but still, it's unnecessary and weird.
Yeah.
There was also a 1999 made-for-TV movie directed by Rob Marshall, starring Alicia Morton as Annie, Victor Garber as Oliver Warbucks, Kathy Bates as Miss Hannigan, Audra McDonald as Grace, Alan Cumming as Rooster, and Kristen Chenoweth as Lily. This was my first Annie, and it's got a very special place in my heart. Is Kathy Bates great? No. Is everyone else great? Yes.
Um, Alan Cumming is perfect casting.
Yeah.
Kristen Chenoweth is on the nose casting. Um, Kathy Bates is great casting, but she's not. She like doesn't have any energy. Like
Yeah,
it's like she was just like getting a paycheck.
she's also missing the like humor that Carol Burnett carried into the role, and I think is really important. Otherwise, Miss Hannigan is just a child abuser.
Yeah.
Like,
Gotta have a reason for it.
exactly. You gotta have a reason, and it's supposed to be fun, even though it is child abuse. So let's lighten it up
Just
a
child
little.
abuse. Child abuse?
Just child abuse.
Because child abuse. Yeah.
But like Audra
And it's
McDonald as Grace,
Audra McDonald is inspired casting for Grace. She's
absolutely.
flawless, just
Mhm.
beautiful. I mean, oh, wait a minute. Stroke. I'm excited for anyone who gets to go, we got Annie.
Yes.
We
Ugh.
got Annie. Isn't Andrea McCardle the star to be in that?
Yes, she
Yeah.
is. Oh, and it's so good. You can hear her little like pingy, brassy. Ugh, it's incredible. It's on Disney Plus. So if you have Disney Plus,
You know what I don't like though about that version? That
what?
Annie has straight hair.
Yeah. Yeah.
She like they take away, especially because like I don't know, girls with curly hair are like there's not a lot of like this is a weird word to use for it, but like representation for people with curly hair.
No, you're absolutely right. Like people with
So to
like
take I don't know, take away the
people
most iconic part of her.
yeah. Yeah, it's very weird and her hair isn't like that red. It's
No,
not
it's like it's
perfect.
basically brown.
It's not perfect, but it's worth it for Audra and Alan
Yeah.
alone.
And Victor
Um,
Garber. Victor
oh,
Garber is
and
beautiful in
Victor
it.
Garber.
I love Victor Garber.
Me too. There was a
Him,
20. Go ahead.
sorry, him and Schitt's Creek
Yes.
is so funny.
There was a 2014 film that was set in present day that was produced by
Oh,
Will Smith, Jada Smith, and Jay-Z. It was originally supposed to star Willow Smith as Annie, but she aged out of the role, nepotism. And she was replaced by Quivanjane Wallace, who I think this was like her first thing. She's very cute. Also, it starred Jamie Foxx as Will Stacks, aka Warbucks, and Cameron Diaz as Miss Hannigan. And I, I tried to watch Easy Street. I tried to watch that clip, and it's not my favorite. I didn't
the
like it.
movie is bad.
They
It's
they
bad.
like rewrote the music, and it's like why?
Well, and the sound mixing isn't good.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's they do like hip hop, like not good hip hop. Like it feels very like musical theater hip hop, and it's
Mm-hmm.
upsetting to me to know that like Jay-Z had his hands in that, and Will Smith, who are
Yeah,
both very good hip hop artists, not just like kind of good, like top of the game good hip hop artists.
yeah, like
And then that's what
iconic.
they put out.
Yeah,
It
it's
was really upsetting. It felt very white to me. You know what
sure.
I mean?
Yeah,
Which
it's
is what it was surprising.
well. I I didn't love Easy Street, and there's a sound that's been going around on TikTok for like forever. That's apparent that I found out like late in the game was from Little Girls,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like, just kill me. I'm not singing. I'm asking. It's like it's not good. And Cameron Diaz, I think, is like sure, of course, Cameron Diaz as Miss Hannigan. She's a comedian. She'll be great, but she's not very good in it either.
No,
Um,
she
it's
can't
there's
sing the part. She
yeah,
does she does an okay job in the sense of like holding her own to such an iconic
yeah.
role. Like she tries. And I think if it wasn't so iconic, it would have been
Fine.
it would have been fine, but you hold it next to you hold it next to Cameron Diaz. You hold it next to Carol Burnett and even Kathy Bates and like Dorothy Loudon. That's how you say her last name, right? And every other fucking person, Katie Finneran, like this is not an easy role to take on. And you've got to be uniquely iconic.
Yeah, there are expectations. And you gotta live
She
with
just
them.
couldn't meet them because
Mm-mm.
Cameron Diaz is really wonderful, but
Yeah.
she's not yeah. She
No.
hasn't aged into a Miss Hannigan type.
No. I would love to see her maybe give it another try in a couple of years.
I'd like to see her play Grace.
Oh, she'd be a cute Grace, like a little bit
Yeah.
quirky,
Yeah.
which would be fun.
Yeah,
Ugh,
it would be very fun. You
yeah,
could see why like she would be like a new age Grace.
yeah, yeah. But yeah, so that movie came out. I personally don't like it. If you do love it, that's great, but it's not really my cup of tea. Um,
There is one joke in the top of the movie
yeah.
that is very funny. And it's the movie starts with a little girl who looks like the epitome of Annie.
Mm-hmm.
Like she's got bright fiery red curly hair, the like the red sweater, the dress,
Mm-hmm.
she looks like the poster of Annie, and she's tapping, being like ha cha cha, like very schmacting. And
Uh-huh.
then and she's in a classroom and it turns and all the kids look like they want to kill themselves because they are so upset at like having to watch this dumbass white girl doing this musical theater dance. And then they stop and they go excuse me, okay, Annie A, thanks for that. Okay, Annie B, will you come up and do your talent? So they literally say Annie A and Annie B, and that's how they start the movie. But it was very funny to see the pan of all the students being like, remove me from this earth at this moment. I
Yeah.
don't want to be here.
Yeah. I'm gonna cut this out, but I was waiting for you to be like, Annie A is like very schmacky, like ha cha cha. And it cuts to Annie B saying, like you're so good at that like ha cha acting. Whereas like for me, it's much more like vulnerable and grounded and authentic. It's like, okay, Annie B, calm down. You're 9.
God. It also is funny to me that they named her Annie B, and she's the like, and it is a black person playing Annie, and it's like, come on, like,
Well, Annie's last name is Bennett.
I know, but they straight up go Annie A, Annie B.
Mm.
Like
Yeah.
that. I didn't like that was like, and you could have said Annie Bennett.
Yeah.
Like, why say Annie A, Annie B?
That's fair.
Yeah. It just was weird.
Yeah. One last bit of trivia before we finally dig into the synopsis is that there's going to be a 2021 NBC live production. It's going to air Thursday, December 2nd at 8/7 Central, starring.
I just got a notification on my Instagram about it because I know someone doing the costumes, but like, I mean, she's not like doing the costumes, I don't think,
Yeah.
But
helping.
Yeah, I just saw it. They started rehearsals.
Yeah. Starring Selena Smith as Annie, Taraji P. Henson as Miss Hannigan.
I'm excited for that.
Harry Connick Jr. as Daddy Warbucks.
Ooh, Daddy.
Titus Burgess as Rooster. Jane Krakowski as Lily. And the weirdest casting of all, Nicole Scherzinger as Grace.
So strange.
Then I can't wait to watch it, but I have so many questions.
Yeah.
But
this is what I think happened with the Nicole Scherzinger, whatever, however you say her last name, casting. I think she wanted to play Miss Hannigan, but they had already gotten Taraji P. Henson, and they said, will you play Grace? And also, I bet Taraji P. Henson is going to be fucking fire. Like, they weren't going to, like, move her out of the way. She's perfect for it. She's gonna be so good.
She's Taraji P. Henson. Like,
did I say Taraja? I think I did. Taraji.
I didn't catch it if you did.
I know. I just, as you said it, I was like, I think I said her name wrong.
But
She's
it's
insane.
her. So you let her play what she wants. I'm very excited to see it, because a lot of people don't, at least say they don't like Annie. I kind of love Annie. Some of this music fucking hits.
Miss Hannigan's my fucking dream role. Like, it is.
Yeah. Alexa, stop. Sorry. Can you start from Miss Hannigan?
Yeah, I mean, Miss Hannigan is like in my like top 3 dream roles.
Yeah.
You know, like it's probably Ursula, Miss Hannigan, like 1, 2. And I'm not a huge fan of the whole like Grace and Daddy Warbucks like section. I'm just kind of like, whatever, I get it. Like, it's fine, it's fun. I'm just so interested in the Rooster, Lily St. Regis, and Miss Hannigan stuff, and all the orphans singing. Like, their songs are so good. Like, they get to do some crazy good group numbers. Yeah. I mean, it's when we get to the like, we're going to the movie theater and we're like doing all this, and I was like, no.
It's like, oh, let's go back. Except for we got Annie.
We got Annie.
Anne Ryan King is so good in that movie.
She is. I also did not realize that's who that was.
Yeah, I remember when she died, everyone was like posting like clips of her from Annie, and I was like, All right, let's get into this synopsis. Let me get a little. In 1933, in New York City, 11-year-old Annie sleeps in an orphanage with several other girls her age. When 6-year-old Molly wakes up from a bad dream, Annie comforts her by singing about her own parents. Even though they abandoned her at the orphanage as a baby, she holds on to the hope that they will come back for her. And the song, Maybe. Adorable. Annie decides to escape to find her parents, but is caught by Miss Hannigan, the cruel keeper of the orphanage. To punish Annie's behavior, she forces all the girls to clean, and they lament the terrible conditions of the orphanage. It's the hard knock life. Quick sidebar about It's a Hard Knock Life. I don't think I've told this story on the podcast before, but when I was little, I used to do beauty pageants. Embarrassing, I know, but my talent was I would sing. And I started singing, and I would do Rockin' Robin, but I decided I want to sing a song from Annie, and I picked It's a Hard Knock Life. And my mom and I would go around to the hotel rooms of the other like kids that were in my group, and we would be like, do you guys want to be orphans in the background? In the background of It's a Hard Knock Life. Like, we've got extra costumes. It'll be great. And they did. And they did say that they want to do it because the kids were like, I want to be on stage. So
I'm in utter shock. Not because I don't doubt that you did this, because it makes a lot of sense. Especially you at that age. Oh man, Caitlin was a different beast in high school and younger.
Oh yeah, I was vicious.
She was vicious. Yes,
vicious.
But I can't believe that it was actually executed. Like that it happened.
Oh, it was fully executed, and I wore like a little like red gingham dress, and my like hair was all curled and like big, of course, and like pinned up. And I had a like bucket full of confetti, like sparkly confetti that like at some point I would like be pretending to like scrub the floor, and then I would like throw the confetti out into the audience.
It was like my bloody fingernails from cleaning this floor.
Yeah.
And it became Sweeney Todd.
Yeah. Swing your razor wide, Sweeney. Could you imagine? Oh my.
Yeah, I could. Like, I really could.
So that's my personal history with It's a Hard Knock Life, and I had to share.
How did I not know that story?
I thought you did for sure.
This is how you keep a marriage fresh. You have to learn new things about your partner every day.
Every day, and like keep it fresh, keep them on their toes. Reveal a little secret about yourself every so often. All right, so later on, Bundles, the laundryman, comes to pick up the blankets, allowing Annie to escape in his truck. Miss Hannigan realizes she's gone and chases after the truck. The other orphans cheer her on, but await punishment when Hannigan returns. Hard Knock Life reprise. First of all, do you need to wait?
I thought you said, do you need a wipe? No, I just need a blanket. My legs are cold. I'll be quickly back.
Yeah.
1 second.
Yeah, go for it.
This podcast won't run a week with Cat and SLee.
Okay.
Okay, but I was gonna say, first of all, if someone was like, hey, I'm gonna like sorry, our radiators turned on last night, so I'm like very dry. But if someone was like, hey, I'm gonna like get out of here in this like really awful situation that we're in, can you just like take the heat for me? That would be super great. I'd be like, fuck no. I would grab that little bitch by her curly red hair and I would yank her back. I'd be like, I'm not dealing with Miss Hannigan. No.
You just want to live your life, girl, and then me cover for you while I'm still hurting? No.
Jamie is over and Jamie is gone. But Annie's fucking here, bitch.
And that's on period T. That's so funny. Jamie is over. Jamie is gone. We are not thanking you, Herbert Hoover. We are not thanking you.
We're not thanking you, bitch. Get your ass back in the house. Annie escapes, running into a friendly stray dog. She tells him of the better days to come in the song Tomorrow. She fools a police officer into believing he is her dog named Sandy. It's very, very cute.
I just had an idea.
Yeah.
The whole show doesn't actually happen because when she meets Sandy, he bites her immediately and she gets rabies, and the rest of the show
It's just
is a fever dream.
Could be interesting. Well,
I
I had an idea. I was like, what if you did a production of Annie, but instead of it being like, oh, it's the 1930s in New York City, you do it so it's as if you're in like a juvenile detention hall.
I'm listening.
So I think we could really
Gilly.
I think we could really add some stuff to it. Add a little zhuzh.
And then oh wait, never mind.
Okay.
I almost gave away one of my casting.
No, don't do that. Don't save it.
Hold back. Save it.
She fools a police officer into believing he is her dog named Sandy. Later, Annie and Sandy stumble upon a Hooverville, a shanty town full of formerly well-off people suddenly rendered homeless by the Great Depression. This is my favorite song in the show. They sarcastically toast the former president in the song, "We'd like to thank you, Herbert Hoover." That song is so good.
Can we also just talk about quickly that TikTok of the excuse me, of the guy that's like, I'm so terrified of that man come to like walk by me and ask me what I'm listening to because I'm just blaring, "I'd like to thank you, Herbert Hoover" from Annie.
Yes. It's so good. And like there are some ensemble performances in there that need to be taken note of.
Yeah.
Like there's one woman that's like wailing. Oh, it's so good. You should listen to it. The shanty town is broken up by the cops who take Annie back to the orphanage. At the orphanage, Miss Hannigan vents her frustration at being surrounded by children. Little girls. Same. Grace Farrell, the assistant to the billionaire Oliver Warbucks, comes to the orphanage asking for an orphan to spend Christmas at his mansion. First of all, I didn't realize you could rent orphans.
I know.
Like,
I don't know about that, friend.
Pick one up for the week. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I didn't realize it was a thing we could do, but I guess when you're a billionaire, the rules
I'd
don't
like
apply
a
to
little
you.
girl to take home with me for the holidays so I won't be alone. Back off, Michael Jackson. Back off.
That's us. We don't like it. Also, he's a billionaire in 1933.
Jeffrey Bezos.
Yeah, Jeffrey Bezos is
Bezos.
quaking.
Yeah.
Jeffrey Bezos
Hey.
wants to be Oliver Warbucks.
Jeffrey
Oof.
Bezos is bald, and that's really the only things gone between them.
Yeah.
I don't see a difference.
Yeah.
I don't see it.
But she sees how poorly Miss Hannigan treats Annie, and Grace insists on taking her. At the Warbucks mansion, Grace introduces Annie to the staff and explains that she will have every luxury available in the song I Think I'm Gonna Like It Here. Where is my billionaire to adopt me and give me the lap of luxury? Where is it? I want it.
I'm also like, they truly treat Annie like a dog they picked up at a shelter.
Yeah.
Spoil her, treat her very well.
Yeah.
But still,
yeah,
she's like a pet that they picked up.
Mm-hmm. Especially at this point when they have no intention of keeping her.
No
intention at all. I don't like it. Gives me bad vibes. Oliver Warbucks returns and isn't happy to have Annie in his mansion, having assumed that all orphans were boys. I mean,
okay, Michael Jackson.
All right. Warbucks instructs Grace to take her to a movie while he works, but when he realizes that Annie has never seen New York, he decides to take her there himself, walking the 45 blocks to the Roxy and seeing New York City in all its glory in the song NYC.
Imagine never being in New York. And well, you live in New York, but never walking around New York. And then the first thing you do is, all right, we're going to walk 45 blocks.
Yeah.
In the dead of summer. Like the heat.
Isn't it like
summer.
the dead of winter? Isn't it like
I don't
super
know.
cold?
I'm just trying to think of the worst time to be walking.
Yeah.
And that's in the summer.
It's awful. You could not pay me to walk 45 blocks in the summer or the winter.
However, I do want to wait. What if he was like, you know what we do? We walk from the top of Manhattan to the
tippity top to the tippity bottom. We're doing the Broad City Challenge.
Yeah.
You want to see New York City? I'll take you to see New York City, but it's gonna take a full day.
Yep. And it's just you and me, and we're not stopping for snacks. I got to get my steps in. I actually really do want to do that.
Well, next time you're here.
You're like, next time we're here, you can do it by yourself.
You can do it, and you can like FaceTime me when you're tired, and I'll be like, no, keep going. Grace pays Miss Hannigan a visit to tell her that Warbucks wants to officially adopt Annie. That was fast. Hannigan becomes furiously envious that the orphan she hated so much will suddenly have everything. I get it. Her ne'er-do-well brother.
I get it.
Her ne'er-do-well brother, Rooster, and his girlfriend, Lily, my track, drop by in hopes of a handout. Same.
Yeah.
When Miss Hannigan mentions that Annie is going to be adopted by Warbucks, Rooster realizes they can use this situation to their advantage in the song Easy Street. Oh, that song is so good.
When he goes, Easy Street.
Oh, it's so good. My mom should have known something was up when we would put on the CD of the 1999 movie of Annie in the car, and my brother and I were immediately like, put on Easy Street, put it on a loop.
Let's do it. Let's wrap this sucker up.
We got a Rooster, we got a Hannigan / Lily. She's playing both parts. Let's go.
I love.
Having noticed a broken locket around Annie's neck, Warbucks buys her a new, more expensive one from Tiffany's.
Where's my daddy?
I know.
Where's my daddy Warbucks?
I'm like, where's my daddy Warbucks? I deserve one. He wonders whether he is ready for such a big change in his life. In the song "Why Should I Change a Thing?" When he offers,
you know what
Annie-
I just realized?
What?
Annie's had a hard 9 years, 10 max on this earth. I've had a hard 27. It's time for me to meet my billionaire, okay?
Yeah.
And he should have a big dick and
a big dick and a bigger bank account. Let's go.
Sex dungeon, just ready to go. Listen, I said what I said. I want what I want.
Yeah.
An elephant's faithful 100%.
And that's that on that.
And that's that on that.
When he offers Annie the locket and attempts to take off the old one, Annie bursts into tears as the locket was the only thing left to her by her parents, and she still holds out.
And it's fused to her spine.
Yeah, it's like, it's a part of me. Please don't take it off. And she still holds out hope that they will return for her. Warbucks pledges to find her parents no matter what it takes, calling J. Edgar Hoover to get the FBI on the job in the song "You Won't Be an Orphan for Long." Intermission, Act 2. Annie appears on Bert Healy's radio show, where Warbucks announces he is offering a $50,000 reward to the couple who can prove that they are her parents. $50,000. Okay, look, you're a billionaire. You could drop a little more money than $50,000. Okay.
Yeah.
That's like chump change, my guy.
My guy. But he's also like, but you get this great kiddo.
I'd be like,
here's $5 and a child.
Here's $5 and a coupon for buy one get one free at McDonald's.
Here's $5 and an expired Bath and Body Works coupon. Good luck.
See ya. Healy then sings a song with the Boylan sisters, "You're Never Fully Dressed Without a Smile." At the orphanage.
I love that song.
I do too.
That's a song that I did in middle school and rallied up my friends to sing behind me. We'd like to thank you, Herbert. Nope. Wait a minute.
You're never fully dressed without a smile.
Smile. What is
smile? Darn you, smile.
Yeah. I almost said smile. Damn it, smile.
Smile. Fuck right. You. Smile. At the orphanage, the girls are listening to the show. They joyously sing along in the reprise. A couple claiming to be Annie's parents, Ralph and Shirley Mudge, arrive at the orphanage. In fact, they are Rooster and Lily in disguise, those crazy kids. They believe...
What?
What? Rooster and Lily are trying to game the system for money? Never. They believe they can pass themselves off as Annie's parents with the Hannigan's help, for which she demands half of the money in the Easy Street reprise, which is also incredible. Warbucks brings Annie to Washington, D.C., where she meets President Franklin Delano Roosevelt. He and his cabinet are inspired by her optimism and decide to make it a cornerstone of their administration in Tomorrow, the Cabinet reprise. Okay. Once back home, Warbucks tells Annie how much he loves her in the song "Something Was Missing." Because all the people claiming to be her parents are frauds, he offers He offers once again to adopt her, and Annie gleefully accepts. The delighted staff get Annie dressed for the formal adoption proceedings and tell of how her arrival has changed things in their lives. In the song Annie, the Annie, da da. As Judge Louis Brandis shows up to begin the adoption proceedings, Warbucks and Annie dance together in the song "I Don't Need Anything But You."
And they twerk it out.
It's adorable. It's so cute.
I don't need anything.
The yesterday was playing awful. Dun, dun, you can say
that. It's so cute.
It's very, very sweet. They are interrupted by Rooster and Lily in disguise. The two present fake documents as well as the other half of Annie's locket, seemingly confirming their story. Warbucks requests that she be allowed to stay one more night and they can take her away on Christmas morning. The next morning, Annie wonders if her life with her parents will really be as good as her life with Warbucks could have been. No. It fucking won't, because Warbucks is a billionaire, you dumb redheaded bitch.
I know. Listen, the age-old saying that money doesn't buy love is just not true. Because you know what I love? Being rich.
You know what I love? Buying myself things.
Yep.
Money might not
Material possessions makes me feel good.
Money might not solve all my problems, but it will solve about 99% of them.
That's very true. It's very true.
Warbucks receives a surprise visit from Roosevelt and his Secret Service. The FBI has learned that Annie's parents are actually David and Margaret Bennett, who died some time ago. Annie truly is an orphan. Yeah. Mr. and Mrs. Mudge show up to take Annie and the money, but are quickly exposed. They are arrested by the Secret Service along with Miss Hannigan. Annie is adopted by Warbucks and notes that this Christmas is the beginning of her new life for them, for the orphans, all of whom are adopted by wealthy friends of Warbucks, and for the rest of the country thanks to Roosevelt's New Deal. And that's how the show ends. That's Annie. We got Annie.
We got Annie.
This show, it's so cute.
Yeah. And has like so many iconic moments, and
it really does. It's absolutely like a cornerstone, I think, of the American musical. You know, like you might not like love Annie. I'll admit sometimes a little girl singing like super high can be a little distressing to the ear. I get it. But it's cute. Everyone loves to see a production. You'll find something you love about it. It's great. And the movies, minus the 2014 one, great. It's awesome. It's great. I love it.
Yeah. I mean, the movie with Carol Burnett is the best.
Yes, it absolutely is. Well, Carol Burnett, we can talk about her because I rewatched the 1982 film like in its entirety yesterday. Carol Burnett not only brings like the humor to the role, which I think is so important, but she brings so much heart to Miss Hannigan, especially at the end when she realizes that Rooster is gonna kill Annie. Like at the end when Annie's like running away and she's like climbing the little bridge and Rooster's like going after her and she's like, you're gonna kill her, and he like punches her or something.
He's like, exactly.
It's like, that's kind of the whole point.
And
but
then
like,
he gets a red balloon and puts on a clown outfit and is like, I get
yeah. Climbs into the storm drain.
Do it again. When you called me that day and were like, I have something to show you.
I have a special skill.
Oh, that was so funny.
Girl.
I was not expecting it. And I was like, what does this bitch want? I have to show you something.
Look, we have to fill our time somehow.
I love it. It's a great special skill.
Thank you. I'm happy to do it for anyone willing to pay me a living wage. But Carol Burnett's Miss Hannigan is so singular and so iconic in ways that like Kathy Bates isn't, Cameron Diaz's obviously isn't, but like even Dorothy Loudon, who is iconic in her own way, when I think Miss Hannigan, I don't think of her. No, I think of Carol Burnett.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh, she's so
I do
good.
love Dorothy Loudon's little girls though.
Yes.
She I think gave Carol Burnett a platform to like get her footing, and then Carol Burnett took it to another level. Yeah. But I don't think if we didn't have Dorothy Loudon's Miss Hannigan, Carol Burnett's Miss Hannigan would be very different than what we see.
I absolutely agree.
Yeah.
But like, Carol Burnett is so good.
I mean, the little.
And the like 1982 film, they added like 4 songs to it. And some of the songs that they added, I'm like, why haven't we given this like the cabaret treatment where we're putting them into the stage show? Yeah. There are songs from the stage show that we could cut. We don't need a New Deal for Christmas. We don't need it. But I do want to hear Miss Hannigan and Oliver Warbucks sing Sign.
Oh, it's all I want.
That's what I want. And if I do the show, I'm going to make it happen.
Yeah. I love the other day when you were like, why haven't you and Mason done this? And I was like, I know.
Yeah, no, it's great. And like,
I guess this means no Buenos Aires. When she says, I like to run my fingers through your hair.
Jail.
Is that thing, yeah, she goes, is that thing real?
Oh my god. Well, oh man, Nell Carter in I watched a clip of her doing Easy Street. She's she's amazing. You need to watch her. But
I will.
she's doing the little like scene between like verses, and she's
Yeah.
like something you dumb hoe tell.
Brilliant.
And like,
Brilliant way to use the language to your advantage.
yes, it's like funny, it's unexpected.
Acting on the line.
Yeah.
Not in between the lines. We love.
Like, oh, it's so good. It's so good.
Dorothy Loudon going on the Tony performance of Annie when she goes, they shorten the scene, but she gets to say that line and she goes, "Nothing, you dumb huh." Just like grumbles away. Like, it's not worth it.
Yeah.
So
Oh
good.
man. Yeah. But like, I will be interested to see how this show like continues to evolve with time, because like, for example, like our idea of like billionaires is very different now than it was in 1977. And I'll be interested to see if like that affects like future productions or future movies, which I'm sure there will be.
You know, I honestly bet it won't. This feels like a show that is stuck in a time, and you watch it for the nostalgia and you
Mhm.
don't want to be transported into reality when you watch this show. You know?
Yeah.
And maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Harry Connick Jr. will literally be wearing an astronaut suit like the whole show, and
He'll be wearing the like cowboy hat with the suit.
yeah, SpaceX
Yeah.
on the logo on his chest,
Mm-hmm.
tattooed across his chest.
SpaceX.
Yeah, on his knuckles. Space X. And X is spelled EXXX. But I think what should change about this show is the whiteness of it all, which I think it is shifting, and this is a show that literally doesn't matter at all.
No.
The story
No.
does not change in any way.
No.
There's no like racist undertones that I can remember from like the stage show.
Yeah.
You know, correct me if I'm wrong on that though, but it's just I think that every role could be literally anyone. So
Yeah.
and I mean of all different shapes and sizes as well.
Mm-hmm.
But and I love that this show has done that already. Like it's
Mhm.
not that we're like waiting for it. It's happened.
Yeah.
And it's
already
really
evolved.
fucking cool.
Yeah. And like how it will continue to evolve. Like,
Yeah.
this isn't Annie, but the Olney Theater, I know you've seen it. They're
Oh,
doing Beauty and the
God.
Beast, and like it looks so cool. Like it looks
That's
like
amazing.
such an awesome production. But like their Beast, he's physically disabled.
Mm-hmm. He doesn't have his left or right leg, I think.
He you know, and that's awesome. And the person playing Belle is a non-binary fat black person.
Yep. Like, and not just like oh, a plus size model. No.
No.
Like is a like plus size human being.
Yeah.
And it's awesome.
Yeah.
It's check it out on their Instagram because it's so worth it.
I'm like, can I get to Maryland at some point to see the show?
I know. I like when I saw that, I literally almost started crying.
It's amazing. And like there is absolutely no reason that you're like Grace Farrell can't be, you know, a plus-sized woman.
Well, because you know why it hasn't been that way, and why roles like Disney princesses haven't been that way, because plus size people don't deserve love in people's eyes. And it's not that they actively think that way, but it's society's like put it on us.
Yeah.
And it's the same reason people like different races have not been playing these lover roles, and that's finally shifting. But there's this societal idea of what a person who is in love is.
Yeah.
And I'm fucking tired of it, dude. Like
it's
the closer and closer we get to it, the more tired I am of the past. Like I just saw someone recently open up like a clothing shop. And by recently, I mean like literally they're opening it up as we speak.
Mhm.
And they showed a video, and it's someone I know, and they pan the whole store, and they're setting it up, and they've got clothing hanging up. And I was like, I bet you anything that they only sell small, medium, large at this store. And
Yeah.
large is like a size 8.
Yeah.
And like 8 to 10. But it's really frustrating to me that we are still in a area of life that we are not expanding sizes
No.
in both directions. It's like, but especially in the higher range of sizes.
Yeah.
Like it is insane to me because you're perpetuating an issue that literally means nothing. I'm sorry that it costs you a little bit more, but you're not even like playing to the average. You're selling to children.
Yeah. Well,
Anyway,
it's
that has
crazy.
nothing to do with Annie, but
Yeah, but like it's crazy that like sizes have moved that way, because it's like not only do they only have like small, medium, large, maybe an extra small,
maybe. Yeah.
but like a large is not actually large.
No.
It's not
No.
actually large. That is, I would say, closer to a medium than it is a large. And it's crazy to me, but like,
yeah,
you know, there's no reason that any of these characters can't be whatever we want them to be.
Exactly.
And it's
no, like, let's represent what humans look like.
Yeah, please.
Yeah.
Fucking please. It's just, yeah, whenever they have the like 50th anniversary production, which I'm sure they'll do, I'll be excited to see the kind of people that they bring in for it.
Yeah, me too.
You know, like Rooster could be a woman. Why not?
Yeah, why not?
Why not? Like,
I love that Titus is playing it.
Yeah.
Because it's usually like a very mask man, like mask thin white man. But and Titus is literally the opposite of those things.
Yeah.
And I'm very excited to also just hear him sing Easy Street. Oh my God.
Yeah. Well, when they announced his casting, I was like, I've never even thought of him for Rooster.
Me either.
Like, when I think of Rooster, I absolutely think of like an Alan Cumming and Tim Curry type.
Yeah.
But I kind of love it. I kind of fuck with it real hard.
I love it. Yeah.
So I think I'm really excited to see how it all turns out.
I will say, I have so much time for Alan Cumming and Tim Curry as Rooster. Like, I have so much time for people who are that type playing Rooster.
Yes. So, and like
nothing but time.
Oh, nothing but time. And like,
yes.
You're like
I want Will Vallis to play Rooster so bad.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be perfect?
Absolutely.
I know.
Oh my God. It would be so fucking good.
Yeah.
It would be so
Will Vallis is a friend of mine. Sorry, friends who don't know who that person is, but he's a very, very talented actor.
Yeah.
And
Will
dancer.
Vallis is incredible.
Yeah. You wanna do Dreamcast?
Yeah, let's do a little dream casting.
Let me pull up my notes. Hold on the moment.
So for dream casting, I have Annie, Miss Hannigan, Rooster, Oliver, Grace, and Lily.
Hold on. Okay. Who did you say? You have Annie?
It's like a joke thing.
Oh, okay.
I don't have an actual person for Annie. I have Annie, Miss Hannigan, Rooster, Oliver Warbucks, Grace, and Lily.
You said Oliver?
Oliver Warbucks.
Oh.
Daddy Warbucks.
I got confused. I have Miss Hannigan, Daddy Warbucks. I was thinking his first name was Daddy. That's why I got confused. Oh, that's so funny. Miss Hannigan, Daddy Warbucks, Rooster, Lily, Grace. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Cool. So I'm going to start with my Annie. For my Annie in this dream production that I'm doing, we're going to do a golden ticket situation where in 5 boxes of Capezio shoes for children, there's going to be a golden ticket. And if you happen to get the shoe with the golden ticket, you get to come to New York and audition. And then one of those 5 girls will be Annie.
What happens if one of those 5 girls aren't good?
tough.
Then
We're
we
gonna
get a
have,
great production.
then we're gonna get a high camp production of Annie.
I love.
So that's
Pretty much any kid can sing though.
oh yeah, like any kid is gonna be cute doing
Yeah.
Annie.
Yeah.
So that's my
Love
Annie. For Miss Hannigan, I want to hear your Miss Hannigans first. I want to hear what you have.
I feel very strong about my Miss Hannigans.
I love it.
Megan Mullally
Mm-hmm.
or Catherine O'Hara.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I like that.
Yes.
I like it very much. You did not say someone that I expected you to say.
Who? Bonnie Milligan.
Yeah.
Yeah. I did not want to put Bonnie Milligan because I knew that was the obvious choice.
Fair.
Because yes.
Yeah. For my Miss Hannigan, I did have Bonnie Milligan because I think she would fucking kill it.
She'd be amazing.
She'd be
She would be
so
so
good.
amazing. And
Yeah.
we'll play it very soon.
Mhm. I have so many Miss Hannigans that I want to see.
Yeah. I'm just, you don't have to answer this right now, but I just in this moment like, how old do you think Miss Hannigan is? Because in my head, Bonnie Milligan's a little too young, but also like doesn't have to be.
I think Miss Hannigan can be anywhere from age like 30 to like 50, maybe even like early 60s.
Yeah, I agree.
Like,
I think the
she can
range
be
is very wide.
kind of any age. My other choices for Miss Hannigan are Hannah Waddington, who plays Rebecca on Ted Lasso. It's also that's one of her like dream roles. I listened to a podcast and she's like, I want to play Miss Hannigan so bad, but like I'm not.
We're one in the same.
You are one in the same. That's why I keep telling you to watch Ted Lasso.
Yeah.
But I think that she would be an incredible Miss Hannigan, and she's got the vocal chops to do it. She would fucking kill it.
Oh my god, her Lady of the Lake.
Yeah.
When she options up and then she options up again,
Mhm.
bitch, kill me. I
would also love to see Danielle Brooks do it. I think she would bring a really different energy to Miss Hannigan, maybe a little more grounded energy.
yeah.
Um,
But also like very like
yeah.
airy energy. Like she can do both
Mm-hmm.
very well.
Yeah. And then lastly, I want to see Catherine Hahn do it. I want to see her do it.
Shut the fuck up.
She would be
Shut it. Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. I love that with every being of my person.
Yeah.
I thought I had it perfect with Megan Mullally, like someone that I am like, this would be perfect casting for me. Like I would enjoy this so much. But you just topped my Megan Mullally with Catherine O'Hara. I mean, that was my other choice.
Yeah, no, but like Catherine Hahn,
I'm-
especially after seeing what she did in WandaVision, like, bitch, let's
Just
fucking go.
everything she's done. Have you seen her in our Idiot Brother with
Mm-mm.
Paul Rudd?
No, but I want
plays-
to.
She plays, you should watch it. It's on Netflix, and she plays his ex-girlfriend who lives on a farm that they made together, and she's this like hippie. She has dreads, but she's very much like, I'm of the earth, but then she's actually just like really a vile person thinking that she's the greatest person that's on earth. It's so good. It's really brilliant. It's really funny, and it's a small role, but she fucking kills it. I love her, and I can see her bringing that into Miss Hannigan.
Yeah. So for Rooster, I only have two options.
I have one.
Who's your Rooster?
Guess. Camp Rock.
Joe Jonas.
No, that was not a hint.
No, I have no idea who.
You can't guess who I might have put. It's a joke, I'll say. But
Oh,
also
is it
kinda
Andy
not.
Carl?
It's Andy Carl.
I mean, that is his role in this.
Yeah, I think he'd be a great rooster, actually.
He would kill it. He
Yeah.
would actually kill it. I didn't think of him, and I'm a little upset with myself that I didn't think
You
of
should
him.
be.
Yeah, no, he would be very good. I have two. The first one is Nick Cordero, who I know can do it. May he rest in peace.
Is he booked?
He's booked in the big Broadway theater in the sky. But I think he would have been an amazing rooster.
Yeah.
And I would also love to see Leslie Odom Jr. do it.
That was my other choice. I
Mhm.
totally agree.
He would,
I always want to put him in stuff.
yeah. And
He
this
would
is
be
his role.
great.
Yeah. He would bring the same like suave like charm that we get from an Alan Cumming or a Tim Curry, but it would be like a little bit darker.
Yeah. Yeah.
A little bit more insidious, which
Yeah.
I love.
Oh, speaking of Insidious, you know who else would be a really good rooster is fucking Patrick Wilson.
Oh, yeah.
He would be great.
He would be so good. It would be very different.
Yeah, but it would be fucking good.
But it would be like an unsuspecting, like, he looks so nice. Like, how could he possibly be a bad guy? Bitch, guess what? He fucking is.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, to hear him sing Easy Street, that man's voice is,
No more talk.
oh, it's
God.
so good.
He has my whole ass in that movie.
Same.
He has half, and the other half is
Gerard Butler.
Gerard Butler.
Yeah. Oh, it's so good. For my,
But then Minnie Driver has my whole body.
oh yeah, Minnie Driver.
Minnie Driver is Miss Hannigan.
Minnie Driver would absolutely do like another movie version of Miss Hannigan.
Yeah. Yeah.
And she would kill it. She would eat it.
She
No
hasn't
crumbs.
aged a day.
No.
How?
I don't know, but I'm happy for her. She deserves it.
Yeah.
She deserves it. For Oliver Warbucks, I only have one person I want to see as my daddy Warbucks. Just one.
I think I'm curious if it's the same person.
And it's Brian Stokes Mitchell.
Oh, that's not who I put, but that's beautiful.
Who did you?
I said Danny Burstein.
I thought about I really thought about Danny Burstein, and I really considered him, and I think he would do a beautiful job, but I don't know.
Mean. He doesn't have like a not mean. He doesn't have a Daddy Warbucks before he gets Annie is not the type of person you would say he would never hurt a fly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, like,
and Danny Burstein would never hurt a fly.
No. And Oliver Warbucks is, especially at the beginning, like a cold, hard capitalist. Like, he will do anything to make money. And Danny Burstein, he's too like cuddly right out of the gate. And I'm sure he could play it. There's no doubt in my mind that he could play it.
You're absolutely. He would be a better rooster.
I also thought of him as Rooster, and then I was like,
he could
I don't
do
know.
Rooster.
He
could.
He
could.
I love him.
I mean, think of him as like Buddy's Blues.
Oh, yeah, especially, yeah.
Okay.
For Grace, I have a couple options. One, Audra McDonald. She could still do it.
Yeah.
And she needs to do it on stage because beautiful. Perfect. If we wanted to go younger, I would love to see like a Danae Benton or a Philippa Sue.
I put Philippa Sue.
I think that they would both like be so beautiful and soft. And then if we wanted to like do sort of a reimagined Annie staging where we took more from like the 1982 movie and we made Grace a dancing role, Robin Herder, who is like the queen of Broadway dance at the moment. She's in Moulin Rouge. She's like the lead dancer in that. There is a video of her doing like music in the mirror, and that bitch can fucking move. And so I think she could bring that like a little bit, because Anne Reinking is a little bit sexy in that movie.
Oh yeah,
especially when she's dancing. She's like a little bit sexy, and Robin Herder would definitely bring that sexiness into it.
Yeah,
and that's what I want.
Nice. Philippa Sue was my number one for Grace. I think Philippa Sue would be able to bring like a weight to it that would ground it, and obviously she could sing the shit out of it. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, you know who else would be a great Warbucks?
Who?
Stephen Pasquale.
He'd be scary.
He would be scary, but when he like found his like heart, it would be less like Wild Party and more like Bridges of Madison County.
Yeah. Oh wait, never mind. She's already done it. I was gonna say, you know who should be Miss Hannigan? Beth Lavelle, but she's already done it.
Oh yeah, and she could still do it. I would still love to
Yeah.
see it. I'd still buy a ticket. Do you have any more Graces?
Mm-mm.
Cool. So the last character I have is Lily St. Regis. My role, it's the role I would want to play, and the role that I would, because she is a dumb woman with a weird, funny accent, and that's my bread and butter, bitch. So I cast Helene York.
Yeah.
It's very on the nose, I know, but I was like, if it can't be me, I want to give it to her.
Yeah. Hold on. I struggled with this one, but as you said, Helene York, I thought of someone and I don't know her name, so give me one moment. What is that show called? You know who else would be a good Daddy Warbucks?
Who?
Billy Porter.
Yeah, I thought of him for that too, but I also thought of him for Rooster, because he would also be a great Rooster.
Of course. But he could be a Daddy Warbucks as well.
Mm-hmm.
And then, oh my God, wait a minute. Wait. Okay. You can make Daddy Warbucks a homosexual man, and also cast Grace as a man. And then they can have like that. Then it's like, I don't know. They could have like a romantic, obviously
it's gay.
And it's gay. We love gay. I just think that would be really cool.
Well, now that you're like looking up Helene York, I'm thinking like, why hasn't Molly Shannon played Miss Hannigan? Why didn't they cast Molly Shannon in the 2014 movie?
Yeah. I mean, that's totally fair.
Ugh.
Sorry, let's see.
It's okay.
Oh, that's who that is? LOL. Adrian Warren, excuse me.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Her and Shuffle Along.
Uh-huh. She's doing Tina right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We'll take her straight from Tina and we'll cast her as Lily St. Regis.
Yeah. I remember like watching her and being like, whoa, that is a star. Who is that? Like that show is just filled with stars though. Like,
yeah.
And she was young. Like she was fresh out, you know? But that's so funny. I had no idea that's who it was. God, yeah. Listen to this cast. Brian Stokes Mitchell, Billy Porter, Savion Glover, Adrian Warren, Brandon Victor Dixon, Brooks Ashmaskus. I don't know how to say his last name. Joshua Henry. And Audra McDonald. Like, fuck.
Yeah. To be honest, any of those men I would love to see in Annie as either Warbucks or Rooster. Some both.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Oh my God. So good.
Very into it.
Yeah. Oh man. Well, that's Annie. Who knew I felt so strongly about this show?
I knew.
You knew. We've talked about it.
I remember when you didn't get Annie.
I was devastated.
Well, I was not even one of the orphans.
Until
someone got sick and I was the understudy for Tessie and I had to fight for that one show.
You did.
Oh, and my mom was Lily St. Regis.
Your mom was Lily St. Regis, which is a great casting for her. But I'll never forget, I was so happy when you got to go on as Tessie. I was like, thank fucking God. I am sick of that bitch. Like, can you just give her the full time? Like, please?
Yeah, she was not nice.
She was not nice. She got really mad at me.
Yeah, of course. Her mom came in to talk about like me taking over a show. She came in fucking wasted and was like talking to Maya. Was that her name? Myra.
The stage manager.
And my mom and Melanie. And she was so drunk, being like, you can't do this to my daughter. Like, she works so hard. And they were like, no, we're gonna give Family a show.
Yeah. Sorry about it, but we're gonna give her a show.
She's community theater. She's getting
calm
a show.
down.
She stepped in learned this fucking shit in a week. She's a child.
Yeah.
She's getting a show.
She's getting a show. Yeah. But I remember standing backstage and like giving you a hug and being like, I'm so happy I get to do this show with you. And then the girl overheard me say that. And she was like, I can't believe you would say that.
Like,
I was like, I'm 10. Like, fuck
also,
off.
do you not realize the 20-year friendship that we're about to have?
Look at the future. Look into your crystal ball and you will see.
Into my mind's eye.
I will say, I did really appreciate that I got the tap solo and You're Never Fully Dressed Without a Smile. My star moment.
Of course.
Of course. All right.
I got to sing, who cares what you're wearing from Main Street till Savile Row. I don't remember the words, but yeah.
That was your Rover, when you think it over.
That was me.
That was your moment.
Beltress back in the day. Yeah. Sweet little Peyton as Annie.
So cute.
Like perfect. And we just did, when you were running over my Edward lines with me, you even mentioned this, but remember her getting told like, hey, you can't mouth the lines, everyone else's lines, because she was so young. She had to have been like 7.
Yeah. She could not have been older than 10.
Well, no, because I don't think I was 10 and she's younger than me.
I'm trying to remember how old I was. I think I was in middle school, so it might have been like 11 or 12.
Okay, so then 12, 10, 8.
Yeah. 8 or 9, I mean, yeah. She was very young. Very young.
This girl memorized the entire script. Like, her lines and everyone else's lines.
Yeah.
And she would mouth the words along, not realizing it.
You're always moving your lips along with the actors.
Yes, you're always moving your lips along with the actors. See? I think about that quote. I always think about that all the time. But that I remember that, and I remember being so like floored that she memorized the entire script.
Yeah,
I was like, whoa, that's fucking awesome.
Like she was amazing, and like looking back, I cannot believe they didn't double cast it just so an 8-year-old didn't have to like carry the full show by herself.
Yeah, but I think what it was that they knew she didn't need to be double cast. I think they knew that. But then when she turned 13, they did double cast her.
They're like, she can't possibly handle Dorothy all on her own. She hit her growth spurts right at the right time.
Yes, she did.
And I did not, which I will never recover.
It's fine. You got to play Sharpay, okay?
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, but like Sharpay doesn't look as good on a resume as like Dorothy does, you know? Or, I mean, like when I was younger, like Annie.
Oh, okay. I was about to be like, I don't have Dorothy on my resume.
I know, but like, I mean like a more classic role. Like Sharpay is like, okay, yeah, you played Sharpay. All right, moving on. Moving on from our past. That's the episode. Next time we are going to be doing Fiddler on the Roof. Possibly, that's the plan. If I edit in here, we might be doing something else because I haven't reached out to Emily Goggin to ask her if she still can do it. We'll see. So tentatively, it's Fiddler on the Roof, and it'll be with a special guest, our dear, sweet, amazing, wonderful friend Emily Goggin.
Oh, I love her.
Like an angel child.
Yeah. You know, when I just said that Patrick Wilson has my whole ass, that's a lie. Emily Goggin has my whole ass. Yeah. And will forever have my whole ass.
Yeah. God, I adore her. And audience, you will too.
Yep. She's a music director extraordinaire.
Yeah. She teaches voice lessons. She's a teaching artist. Like, bitch is booked and busy, which is why I'm like, hopefully we can get her.
Yeah.
Hoping catch her in some of her off hours, but
maybe we can try to record while I'm there.
Possibly, yeah, I would love that. What time are you?
Not on Friday.
No, not on Friday. Okay. What time are you leaving on Sunday?
I leave Monday morning.
Monday morning. Oh, maybe we could do Sunday then.
Yeah, maybe. I still don't know my whole schedule yet, but like, let's take tentatively. That would be ideal.
Sunday.
Because I also need to practice a audition. So with Emily. So I was just thinking maybe we could do all in one.
Yeah, do a whole thing. Would you mind reaching out to her about it? I know you hate talking to her, so
really
this is
don't
asking
like
a lot.
her.
It's a big
I
ask.
really don't like her.
I know.
I guess.
All right, well,
Over.
when you think it over. All right, that's our show. We'll see you next time, everyone. A happy November, and I know. Oh yeah, this is gonna come out like right after your birthday. So, happy birthday, Miss Savannah Lee Mumford. You don't look a day over 60.
I know. It's my skincare routine. I don't do one.
It's my skincare routine. All
So I
right,
have wrinkles.
wrinkly to the gods, leathery enough to make
Leatherly.
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 Okay.
Beverly.
That's it. Cut the cameras. All right, bye everyone.
That ass. Goodbye.
Bye.